The Ninth Passenger is a creature horror movie. So the movie starts with this dude who seems like he's some kind of robber, ends up getting on this boat and trying to hack this safe. Well, while he's doing this, the people who actually own the boat are on board and they're partying, doing drugs, and all that good stuff. Well, the guy who owns the boat, the son of the guy that owns the boat, decides to take it out on the ocean and basically give himself a chance to talk to his girlfriend because they're having relationship problems. Which puts the dude who's trying to steal from this safe in a sticky situation, as he does not want to be on the ocean with these dudes. Well, being the little smarty pants that he is, he plays it off like he's the mechanic, and they just believe him because this is rich people shit and just people work on your boat, I guess. Well, they start drifting towards this island, and as soon as they get really close to the island, the ship just shuts off and they lose cell phone service. And obviously there's a mechanic on board, so they ask him, "Hey, can you fix our boat?" Well, clearly not being a mechanic, he's like, maybe, maybe not, but you know what we should do is probably go to the island and see if we can get help. Well, some people stay on the boat, some people get on the little dinghy boat, the smaller boat to the bigger boat, and go to the island, where they soon find out that there's these creatures, and basically they have to survive the creatures, and the people on the island are trying to get back to the boat, and the people on the boat are just also trying to survive these creatures. And that's about the movie without too many plot twists and spoilers. So, my review of The Ninth Passenger. So, after reading a bunch of reviews online about this movie, you would assume you were about to watch the worst movie you would have ever seen in your life, and it just wasn't that bad. Honestly, this movie did something insanely good in it, but I see where people were coming from in their reviews, as just the main complaint was the acting, and to be honest, that was easily the weakest part of this movie. Just the acting was pretty bad. There was the one dude who could act, and then everybody else couldn't act, and then there was this one dude who just was completely awful at acting. Now, the thing that they did really, really, really good in this movie was the lighting. Honestly, the lighting was just borderline top tier. And not a single one of the reviews complimented the lighting. It was just bashing the movie, which kinda sucked. You could honestly say maybe when it came to lighting, there was some experimental lighting scenes in this movie too that weren't as good as other scenes. But I see trying to take chances as a plus. But yeah, you could definitely say this is easily a top 10 movie when it comes to just the lighting. The lighting was insanely good. Now, the practical effects, for what it was worth, there wasn't really any. You could definitely tell that wasn't something that they were good at, as a lot of kills took place during cuts or like off scene. There was this harpoon part that looked really good. I wish there was more of that. The creature design wasn't bad, but there was some times that it just didn't look all that good, but it wasn't horrible. But yeah, it's still the main takeaway from this movie, and just the positive all around was just its incredible lighting. And once again, very disappointed that when people complained about this movie, they never talked about the god tier lighting. Like, it was so good. It was surprisingly good. But I just think because the acting was so horrible that people didn't pay attention to anything besides that. You switch out 90% of the cast with any other just halfway decent actor, I would 100% guarantee this movie would have just been well received and got way higher reviews, because maybe then you could have focused on the other things. But me being me, I focus on everything. So my recommendation for The Ninth Passenger I would kind of recommend this because it would have been a recommended movie, but man, yeah, that acting is horrible. Like I said, I do see where people were coming from. I mean, it was just very bad acting. Cheaping out on some good actors kind of bit them in their butt, but it's definitely worth a check out because that lighting was just insanely good. I mean, it reminded me of like movies like Suspiria and things like that. It was really good, but also to note, I don't know if I said this in the review, I'm pretty sure I didn't, is that the lighting only happens once they get to the island. So it's only near the end of the movie. But when it goes off, I mean, it goes off. So yeah, kind of recommend The Ninth Passenger.